You guys, my name is Drama and I'm a family medicine attending as well as a wife and mom to a 10-month-old. This is going to be a detailed day in the life of a family medicine physician. It is 7:06 and I've reported for duty. I start at 7, I end at 3. My 7 o'clock patient is already in the room and the 7:20 patient is here getting roomed. So I'm already familiar with the first patient. It's a diabetes follow-up, so I'm getting ready to go and see them now, and I will touch base when I get another break for the morning. Y'all, I was supposed to retwist my hair over the weekend. Never happened, so we're just doing our little struggle puff, but it's fine. I just finished with the first two, the 7:20 and the 7 and the 7:20. Both of them were routine follow-ups. The 7:20 was a little bit more involved. Instead of just diabetes, I talked about high blood pressure and snoring, headaches, needing to follow up on the sleep study, things like that. But both visits were relatively smooth. Needed to intensify regimen for the first one and maintain regimen for the second one. And it's after 7:40 at this point, and the 7:40 patient is not here yet. And even when they do get here, I need them to go to the lab first because they haven't had their A1C done in over 3 months, and I always require that because what are we doing? I need to know what's going on, especially if it was uncontrolled. I'll say if it was uncontrolled in the past, I need to repeat it. So I'm waiting on them, and I'm just gonna be going through my in basket in this in-between time. I try, even though I'm literally just getting off Instagram, I really try. My main focus is focus on work while you're at work, and when you're on break or whatever, you can do other stuff. So like focus on work. So I'm gonna try to do that. The 7:40 patient did end up coming at 7:50, and she's in the lab right now. And then the 9:20 patient is here, but early because she has some other stuff going on. Something else to do in the clinic, like I don't know if it's an eye exam or something else that she was here for early. So I may end up seeing her early if she's available, but we'll see. It just depends on how the morning goes. Okay, so checking in for the morning. It's currently 9 o'clock and it has been a very strange and quiet morning. I mean, it is what it is. This is just how this day happened to go, the day I picked to vlog. But this patient went to the lab before the visit and it took a little bit of time, but then I saw her and recently completed her visit. This patient came at like 8:45. And typically I would not see them, but this patient has an A1C above 15 and needs to be seen. So she has a different appointment with our diabetic educator at 9, which is happening right now. And then I'll fit her in at some point. This person is still doing a bunch of other stuff in the clinic. She's not ready yet, as far as I know. And that's where we're at. The tables turned this morning. So right now it's about 10:30 and I had to see this person who came late, and then I just finished with this person after that, and I'm getting ready to go see this person, and I still have these two 10 o'clocks and this one, so certainly running behind, but it is what it is. This is why I often don't see late patients, but that person really needed to be seen, but it just disrupts the rest of the schedule for the day. This is how the morning ended up. The 10:40 patient fell off, which is good because it's currently 11:30 and I just finished with the 10:20, so yeah. It was a little bit of a strange morning, okay, because it didn't see that many patients, but I still got behind, and that happened because of a late patient that was complicated. That was a patient that had uncontrolled diabetes that needed to be seen. They also had high blood pressure, needed to be seen, you know. So, yeah, and then these last few patients was like a new patient or somebody who hasn't been here in a while but just came because they had an umbilical hernia. That was relatively simple. Another patient who needed several referrals, and so like I think patients feel like when they just need some referrals is something simple, but it's not, because you have to like understand why they need the referral, and at least in our system there's things you have to do first. You can't just, it's not like private practice where you can just refer. Like you have to do things, like do certain images and things. So it's not that simple. So when you need 3 referrals, it takes a long time. So, and then the last one after that was just a result follow-up, which was normal labs and getting a pap smear. So I was able to finish up the morning, have about an hour and a half. The afternoon starts at 1. So I just need to wrap up a few things in the charts and then go eat. So I just finished eating my lunch. I'm about to go take a walk, but I did get this stack of papers, medical records from a patient I'm seeing this afternoon who was discharged from outside hospital. So I'm seeing him at 1, or is it, I think 1:20. So yeah, I will need to make some time to review this before the afternoon starts. LOL, me trying to be artistic and do a walking by video. It's funny. Not really my style, but I'm out here taking my walk. I always try and take a walk after I eat lunch if I can. It just depends on how the morning goes. I usually have time because as you saw on the schedule, it goes from 7 a.m. till 10:40 is the last patient slot. So theoretically you're done somewhere around 11 to 11:30. And then the technical block of time is 11 to 12 for administration. And then from 12 to 1 is for lunch. And then the afternoon starts at 1. So I finished the stuff I need to do in the chart, and then I went to eat. I mean, it only took me like 20 minutes to eat. So I usually try and take a walk at least 15 minutes. I try to get closer to 30, anywhere between 15 and 30, depends on the weather and my time. And I check the schedule on my phone to see if anybody's checking in early or just whatever. So I still have like 25 minutes before 1 o'clock. I'm gonna enjoy my walk, but I do have to go back because I need to review those records before the afternoon starts. So I may not stay out too long, but it feels really nice outside. It's windy, so it offsets the heat and it feels good. So I'm gonna maybe do like another loop around or something, and then head back. All right, checking in for the afternoon. I just finished with the 1:20 patient, which was a very long level 5 visit, hospital follow-up. That was the one who had the stack of papers. It is 2 o'clock. So now I'm gonna try and play catch up and see the other 1:20 and make my way through the afternoon. All right, so I'm done for the day. It is like 3:40, a little definitely late for me to be finishing because recall the last patient scheduled at 2:40, but it just happened with that patient who was super complicated. I actually had to go back into his chart to do something else that the case manager just told me because of his IV antibiotics that he's doing. So just extra took time, and then the next person after that had a list written out of like 7 things. We had to go through that, and then the next there was a one that was supposed to just be like for a pap smear, really quick visit, but then ended up being a birth control conversation that I wasn't expecting. So I had to go through a bunch of things to pick birth control, and then finally this last patient with arthritis in the knees, setting up for injections. Also she has private insurance, so might be able to get some other advanced therapy, so looking into that for them. But it ended up being a busy afternoon with like not straightforward visits. There was a hypertension follow-up, but the blood pressure was uncontrolled. It was just busy. So I'm just wrapping up and I'm about to head home. I mean, it's still, because it's relatively early. I mean, even if I left here by 4, like, it's not like that big of a deal. But usually I'm out of here by like, definitely by 3:30, usually before that, 3:15-ish or so. So I ended up seeing 16 patients today out of what originally I think was like 20. I think the day officially started with 24 patients scheduled. Now there's 20 patients scheduled, like people fell off. And I ended up seeing a total of 16. I would say that's common. 16 to 20. I mean, it's just such a variable range because you have such high no-show rates and things are just variable with the patients. Sometimes a lot of people come, sometimes not a lot of people come, but I'd say this is typical. And just so happened with the way the visits worked out that I'm ending late, but on another day, the same number of patients, I could leave at 3. It's very variable. Okay guys, I'm on my way home. I'll probably be home in the next 10 minutes or so. But I just got a phone call from one of my friends who is moving into our same neighborhood, and they're just now moving in currently. Like, they just had movers drop their stuff off. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like, I want to come. So I'm going to stop by their house just to see them, and then I will go home. I won't stay long because I am really trying to be particular about my time I use in the hours between like 4:30 and 6:30, or 4:30 and 5:30. I don't know. Basically, like the time I get home to like when I need to Chris gets home, because you probably saw this morning, I think when I was recording, you saw I was listening to the audiobook, The 12-Week Year. And so that's something that, I mean, I'm still in the book. I'm not ready to implement that yet, but it does pique my interest. And there was a section about blocking time. And so I was like, I need to start blocking time, especially for like YouTube and videos. I need to start blocking time. So that's what I've been doing for the last week and this week. I block out time, which is usually like 4 to 5 or 4:30 to 5:30. It just depends on when I get home, for 1 hour to sit down in the office to start to like do busy work, edit videos, just do things that like I need to do. And it's helped me be more productive because I need to do it before Chris gets home. Because once Chris gets home, he wants to like spend time with me, which is beautiful. I love that he wants to spend time with me. I'm not complaining about that at all, but I want to be available to him when he gets home, and not like, oh, I need to do this or that, because that's what tends to happen. Or like, I want to do things after I put the baby down, then I want to do my work, but then he wants to spend time with me and like chill and watch basketball or something together, and I'm like not available because I want to do other stuff. So, and then I usually waste this time because I'm like going to the store, or like just randomly spending time, or playing with the baby not too long, but playing with the baby, or laying down, just doing random stuff because I'm like, I got time. So I'm working on being more consistent with using my time wisely. So I'm not going to stay long at their place. I just want to see them and then go home. Sorry, my hair is messing up, but I'm back home. I stayed at my friend's house longer than I expected to, for about an hour. So I left around 5:30 and came home and have been playing with the baby ever since. So I'm just waiting because my nanny's getting his dinner ready. He has a lot of energy, so I'm just helping him expend it while she gets his food ready. And then once she starts feeding him, I'm gonna go into the office to get a little bit of video editing done. And it's just after 6 now. At around 7, I will take him to start his bedtime routine. And Chris is at the gym right now. Need to eat everything. It's so dusty out here though. Nope. Sorry, oh my gosh, my hair. I need to either retwist it or just figure out Plan B. Okay, so he's eating. And I'm about to eat myself while I do a little bit of editing. I use iMovie, so I'm gonna be working on this. I have about a half hour until I'm done eating. Anybody else eat bananas with their rice and stew? Put your hands up. All right. It's bath time. Bath time. Bath time. So tall. So tall. Look at you. Look at you. What's up? Baby's down. Finished eating dinner. We took his 10-month pictures today because he's 10 months old now. And Chris helped me with that. And then made his dinner. I had ate before taking him, as you guys saw when I was in the office. And then packed lunch for myself. Chris said his job is giving him food tomorrow, which I love. Private practice, like I don't have to worry about his food all the time. And now we're just chilling watching the basketball game. It's getting to 10 o'clock and I would actually like to shower and sleep, but he wants me to wait for him so we can spend more time together before we shower and get in bed. So I'm about to go do some quality time with my husband and then get ready for the night. I hope you guys enjoyed this very typical day in the life. Clinic. Well, the friend thing was a little bit of a not typical, but clinic, come home, get some work done, put the baby down, feed my husband, and chill. That's kind of how the days go, except maybe 3 days out of the week, 3 or 4, I will work out. And that'll either be at home or at our neighborhood gym, or we'll go for a walk. Today I didn't have time for that because I spent an hour at my friend's house, but yeah, kind of how it goes. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.